Canucks in their greens, Stars in their whites, puck is down. Game 6 is underway from Abbotsford Center as the Stars control it first, and it's played in deep. The Abbotsford zone, Sasson skates onto it quickly, plays it along the wall. Hirose leaves it to center for DiGiuseppe. Jet Wu joins the rush as Carlson takes the pass on the right wing and dumps it in. Wu's on the forecheck, little cross check there to Chris. Works it free to DiGiuseppe. He'll get it to the right corner for Carlson. Sasson's in front, trying to hit him with a pass, and it was blocked by Capobianco. Sasson gets tripped from behind. Lind now gives it up. DiGiuseppe all alone in front, stopped by Hellberg. And what a chance, 37 seconds in. Stars try to get the rebound, but it's steal by Smith, and he's got it the other way. Nate Smith one-on-one against Chris. Drags it towards the circle, and Chris played it perfectly. And it ends up in the corner for Lind. Look out, Sammy Blais lines him up. Give credit to Lind, he stayed on his skates, and the Stars shoot it back towards Shelov that hit a shin pad, bounces to Ritzkovian, and his shot hits a body and goes out of play. 9:35 to go. Mancini hard pass to Carlson. He'll sweep it down the left wall for DiGiuseppe. He's tripped, and that'll be a penalty. Nice job by Phil to keep the motor going, and Abbotsford will get their first man advantage, and now Cole Lind gets into it with DiGiuseppe, and those two have had some history throughout this series as Lind tries to even up this sequence. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
I don't think, no, the Canucks aren't really baiting into this one.
And the Stars able to break it through center. Here's Taylor dumping it in, takes a hit for his troubles, and that'll be a penalty to Nate Smith. Delayed call now, a melee might ensue here as Shelov touches it. And Taylor, I'm not sure if he's still down or not. I know he's at the bench. He just drew a call, and after killing one off, the Stars going right back to the power play with 6:18 to go. Plays it in the slot, Blumel wrister, and that got blocked, might have hit Shelov's goal stick. Stars go after it, trying to keep possession. Puck bouncing in the neutral zone for Caro. Caro gonna bring it across the line, at least I thought he was, but Nielsen threw him down, big hit.
Becker will chop it to the middle of the ice, but it was deflected and scooped up by Jujhar Khaira. Here's Blais, right circle into the slot, fires off the crossbar, no goal, it was waved off, it went off the crossbar. The crowd is cheering as if it went in, it did not, and here's McKenzie the other way. He looks for help, McKenzie, backdoor to Blumel, he scores! Matej Blumel strikes at the other end of the ice as this building thought Abbotsford had scored. It went off the crossbar and straight down, it did not go in. That came right in front of me up here in the press box above Magnus Hellberg. I had a great view of it. The referee waved it off, and the Stars score at the other end of the ice. Blumel from McKenzie. Texas is on the board first at 18:35. They may take a look at it, but I think it stayed out. They're showing an overhead camera now. It did not go in. It did not go in. That went off the corner of the post and the crossbar. Magnus Hellberg bailed out by his best friend and two of the three of them. It hit the corner of the crossbar and the post, and Texas scored at the other end of the ice. Matej Blumel from Curtis McKenzie. Both benches are getting the message relayed. What a crazy sequence here in Abbotsford.
He might have nightmares of Landon Ferraro as the Canucks nearly give it up. Now they do. There's a chance in front, and Shelov's robbed Ritzkovian off a turnover. Out, Klimovich to the right wing for Bains. Nice area pass in front for Mueller behind the defense. Mueller's shot couldn't jam it in. Puck finds Klimovich, and now Mueller with a sharp angle shot. Can't get it to go. Good chances now. Wolanin left point. Now Huru at the end board takes a big hit from DiGiuseppe. It comes in front. Blumel shot stopped by Shelov's. Got it with his left arm. Quick pass from behind the net, nearly worked. And now the Canucks play it in transition through center. Here's Sasson to Carlson. He's got DiGiuseppe to his left. Hits him with a pass. DiGiuseppe's shot stopped by Hellberg.
And he'll start ahead for Texas. Up the right wing at Scott into the Canucks zone. Harrison Scott, the rookie out of Maine, back in behind the net. Ertl, they score! Harrison Scott has his first professional goal, and what better time? It's 2-0 Texas with 6:55 left in the second period. That pass came out from behind the net quickly, and Harrison Scott chipped it past Shelov's. At 13:05, the Stars' fourth line with a massive goal to get some insurance here in Abbotsford. Justin Ertl was the one who set him up from behind the net. His first appearance of the series, Ertl won the battle behind the cage, found Harrison Scott, and he'll keep that puck as a souvenir. The first one in his pro career comes in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. And this is lifted to the point, but it's settled down there and held in. Right circle, a shot, and that goes off a body, and then Hellberg makes the save, and then a collision at the net. And Hellberg wound up without his helmet on. That was an Abbotsford player after Hellberg had it. Of course it was Sammy Blais, who barreled into a Stars defenseman that caused the contact with Hellberg, and Hellberg wound up without his helmet on. The Stars defenseman was Michael Carroll, but Sammy Blais kind of playing more of a linebacker role in this series than a scorer. 3:25 left in the second period. Face-off will go to the left of Hellberg. He's going to collect himself now.
We're now back to 5-on-5. Here's Sammy Blais behind the net. Throws it towards Wolanin. His shot save. Rebound. Bains scores! Arshdeep Bains with goals in consecutive games. And the Canucks get a huge late goal. He came out of the box and he buried it. And this place explodes. It's a one-goal lead now for Texas.
And a great group effort by the Abbey Canucks on this play. As they hold the puck in the right corner, Sammy Blais picks it up. As he starts to go behind the net, he sees Wolanin starting to come down. You got to give a ton of credit to Wolanin on this. The pass was a little bit on the inside for him, but he's able to pop his hips, get the one-timer off. It's not as hard as he wants, but what it does do ends up going off the far pad, and Bains following it down.
Shot is stuffed aside by Shelovs as Carlson plays to the center for Sasson. He's got speed. Sasson down the left wing with room, shoots, kick saved by Hellberg. Sasson gets his own rebound, tries to throw it in front. Puck through center, Kudratsev. Right wing feed for Smith. Kudratsev going to the net, backdoor pass to Kara. Shoots, scores! Jujar Kara, and Game 6 is tied.
And I don't know if you noticed where that one ended up going. Low blocker. As they come in the zone, they start to, it's a little bit of a 3-on-2. It's on the left side. And Smith throws it all the way across. Just a beautiful pass all the way through the seam. Kara not wasting a second, rips it back, low blocker, and beats Hellberg 2-2 early.
Up the left side, Mueller with his head up, cycles it back for Bains on his forehand. Bains in front, Klimovich shot stopped by Hellberg. What a chance! What a pass by Bains. He is feeling it, folks.
Back come the Canucks the other way. Into the Texas end on the right wing, Bains leaves it there. Walking in, Kara, fought off by Hellberg, and then knocked out of midair back into the corner. Jujar Kara flattened this time by McKenzie.
Chris, and now it finds Jet Wu. He'll take a shot, stopped by Hellberg. Rebound in the skates of Kara. He's boxed out beautifully by McKenzie, who's dog-tired. Kara nearly took the lead on that last rush as the Stars pick it up and can't clear. Mancini at the blue line to the right wing for Smith. Smith with a shot stopped by Hellberg. Rebound, Breezeball blocked by Huru. Back to Breezeball. He'll settle it down for Blais. Stars are exhausted. Here's Breezeball to Kara. Shot stopped by Hellberg, and he's got it. Magnus Hellberg, take a bow. Fans appreciating the effort from the Canucks. It's 2-2 with 8:33 to go.
Hellberg with his biggest stop of the night. This Kara, Blais, and Smith line have been all over it all night, but they get the puck moving around the offensive zone. They get it from high to low behind the net, and as soon as it moved east-west, it pops right back out front. Kara hits the one-timer to the low glove side, and Hellberg's able to get his depth and make a really nice save. But once again, that line for the Canucks have just been buzzing all over the offensive zone, and to be quite honest, bullying the majority of the Texas players in the process.
Shots are Kudratsev, bodies forming in front of the net. Kudratsev takes a shot, tipped wide by DiGiuseppe. He'll gather it around the net though. Canucks still pouring it on. Here's Hirose, the blue line. Wrist shot, scores! Max Sasson! Absolute dominance by the Canucks in this third period, and Money Max give the Canucks their first lead of Game 6.
Unbelievable by the Canucks. Once again, carrying the play in the offensive zone. Kudryavtsev does such a good job showing patience and gets a couple shots through, but it works its way all the way back around. Di Giuseppe up to Hirose, who walks to the middle, throws, he's not trying to score himself. He sees it. Two players of his are in front of the net. He's got them outnumbered. Just deliver the puck there. Sassen's able to make a beautiful tip. Hellberg can't make the reaction save. 3-2, 8-10 left in the third. Canucks take the lead.
I can't hear what you're saying. It comes to Di Giuseppe to the empty net. He hit the side of the goal. We play on with 40 seconds left. Canucks leading 3-2. How about this, folks? Arshdeep Bains backhands one towards the empty net, and he scores! Arshdeep Bains with his 9-iron lifts it over the head of Capobianco, and oh yeah, folks, can you feel it? Abbotsford 4, Texas 2. Bains with a signature game. He's got 2 goals.
Two things that Bains did there that just highlight his skill and hockey IQ. Phil Di Giuseppe's going for a change. The puck gets rimmed all the way around back to the bench side. But as it's coming, Bains sees the puck's gonna get to him. But he shoulder checks, makes sure that Phil Di Giuseppe gets off the ice first. So there's not too many men. Di Giuseppe's
left. Stars ship another one out to the neutral zone. It ends up behind Sheloff's. 10 seconds left. It's tied up in the corner. The Abbotsford Canucks are gonna skate away with a 4-2 win, and they can continue skating to Charlotte, North Carolina for Game 1 of the Calder Cup Finals. Let's get out of here. The Abbotsford Canucks just called series. For the first time in franchise history, the Abbotsford Canucks have won the Western Conference. Is going nuts as we will see a trophy presentation when we come back. The final score in Game 6, Abbotsford 4, Texas 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got lots more reaction coming right here on Sportsnet 650 and AHL TV through FloHockey. Back inside Abbotsford Center, nobody's left. The Canucks celebrating a Game 6 come-from-behind victory. For the first time ever, they have won the Western Conference. We'll have the Robert W. Clark Trophy coming out on the ice to be presented to Abbotsford as the team continues to dap each other up. So much work, Landon, you know it firsthand, goes into an AHL season. So many transactions, up, down, injuries, and you just see it on their faces. So well deserved as they have taken their game to another level since the playoffs began.
And just watching this right now, you can see why this team plays so hard together and for each other. All the scratches have now come onto the ice. They go through the whole line of all the guys that are playing. There's hugs all over the place. Everyone is so excited to be a part of this together. You can see how tight this team is. They've earned every bit of this. Listen to this crowd. Just unbelievable.
Towels are swinging. Still making a lot of noise. And we'll see if they touch it. Usually the superstition is not to, but the Canucks have never been in this position before. So Chase Waters will go there with his assistant captains. And I think he just waved off Jet Wu and said, don't touch it.
Max Sasson just went in and put up his hands like he was told to freeze. Pretty much saying, we're not touching that trophy. We're waiting for the next one.
Yeah, the big trophy is the Calder Cup, which they will play for next Friday, Game 1 in Charlotte, North Carolina, against the Charlotte Checkers. And now the rest of the team is going to come in for a team photo. And these fans are still letting this team hear it. An unbelievable atmosphere. 40 shots on Magnus Hellberg, who was terrific. They were down 2-1 going to the third. They get the only 3 goals of the final frame, and they get some well-deserved time off before taking on a wagon of a team in Charlotte, which we'll talk about. 40 shots on Magnus Hellberg, who was terrific. They were down 2-1 going to the third. They get the only 3 goals of the final frame, and they get some well-deserved time off before taking on a wagon of a team in Charlotte, which we'll talk about as this post-game show goes along.
And what you said is most important, some well-deserved rest. This team has stuck together so well. Texas made a heck of a push down in their home barn, and they came out. Abbotsford was ready off the hop, but a couple early penalties. Texas started to take momentum. They go up 1, they go up 2. Bains says, no, I'm getting on the board. Kara's able to tie it up later in the third, and Sasson with a beautiful tip off the Hirose shot for the game winner. Just unbelievable work by these guys. The coaching staff, the medical staff, the trainers. It takes so much to get to this point of the year. But Brandon, they're not done yet. They have the ultimate prize ahead of them, and they're going to be ready to go for it.
Yes, so much work